Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to sincere Akim and Aqua of listening and learning, and to you brothers preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth. This is the brother Nathan, come out of the GMS Indianapolis camp. And I want to just hit a quick article that I seen going into more famine news, man. All right. So as we know, Apostle Harris coined this year what? That this is the that hopefully that all these prophecies come to pass, man. That all the prophecies come to pass, man. So the men of the Lord, man, we're praying for the end, man. All right, we're praying unto fewer days, like the scriptures say. All right, because the kingdom's already set up for us. All right, so we're in some exciting times, and Lord willing, man, we'll get out of here soon. All right, so this is from ABC7 News .com. It says, and this was January 6th. All right, it says Kansas bakery shop owner goes from paying $19 for a case of eggs to $97. It's brutal. It says in the year through November, not adjusted for seasonal swings, egg prices jumped 49% according to recent data. Overland Park, Kansas, you have probably noticed the price of eggs at your local grocery store has skyrocketed. That's if you can even find a carton. The shortage is posing a massive dilemma for consumers all across the country. But a bakery shop owner in Kansas said his business is taking a hit. He quotes, "The price of sugar is up about 60 to 70%. Flour is up. It's at 80%, said Robert Dunsing, who owns the Best Regards Bakery Shop in Overland Park, Kansas. Due to the recent economic inflation, Dunsing has been struggling to get the basics, including flour, sugar, and eggs. In 2021, he said he was paying around $17 for a case of eggs. His most recent order cost $97. In the year through November, not adjusted for seasonal swings, egg prices jumped 49% according to the data from the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Since early this year, a deadly avian flu has been reducing poultry flocks, specifically turkey and egg-laying hens. And how convenient. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, this damn devil, man. All right. He knows he's got a short time, so what? He's pushing this famine, even though it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, that what? So they can hurry up and get their NWO, all right, their New World Order together, all right. So they gotta what? They gotta put the people, all right, in a bind, okay. So guess what? You control the food and the water, and you take that and you slowly take it away, man. Hey, man, these people are gonna bow down and take that MOT to the B, man. That potato chip, man. All right, because these people, especially you Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans, the 2/3, the ones that aren't gonna get right with Yahweh Shem Shah, man. Hey, man, you're gonna bow down with the rest of these heathens, man. All right, because you didn't choose the ways of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, so Esau Edom, man, he's planning to put these people in straight survival mode pretty soon, man. All right, great famines is coming, and you see it. I mean, look, this guy went from paying, for his business $19 dollars a case, and I'm sure these cases come with quite a few eggs if he's running his business, man. To $97 a case, man. All right. So hey, like 2 Corinthians 2:11 says, what we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man. He said, lest Satan get advantage of us, right? We're not ignorant to his devices. All right. So the ones in the know, the hopeful elect of Yahweh Shem El Shah, man, we know. All right, when they start saying, these flus and, hey, they're pushing that, man. All right. So it says, they blame stuff, but really they're doing it to push an agenda, man. It says, since early this year, a deadly avian flu has been reducing poultry flocks, specifically turkeys and egg-laying hens. That's one reason for the unrelenting increase in prices. But the situation has been exacerbated by elevated feed and energy costs for producers, in addition to high demand in the supermarket. Doonsing said his suppliers told him the flu and transportation issues have been the main reasons behind the shortage. Right. Because this, I don't care what these people are trying to say, but, this supply chain is still jacked up, man. All right. This ever since those lockdowns, right, from 2019, 2020, right? All right, man, that disrupted everything globally, man. All right, that system, the supply chain, the global supply chain system, man, has been set up to never stop. All right. So remember, man, they were killing off, chickens and cows and tearing up and destroying crops, man, years back. And that's not even counting that's them doing it, pushing that, to pay farmers and stuff to kill their animals and get rid of their crops, right? Paying them off. But guess what? That's not even counting all the storms and what they call natural disasters that Yahweh Shem El Shah has put on this place, man. All right, so this is all going to come to a forefront, and we're seeing it, man. Things are getting more and more expensive. All right. So it says he's even had to drop certain items from his menu. Cream puffs and eclairs, we'd have to sell them for $12 each. You see that? And look, an egg, sugar, and flour, right? What he's truly complaining about to run his bakery. All right. Hey, this stuff is about to be a delicacy soon, man. You're gonna have to have a lot of money, man, just for some basic stuff as eggs, man. All right. Vast majority of people, man, are already strapped out here, right? Living beyond their means, the pride of these people, man, they're going to feel it here soon, man. Yahweh Shem El Shah is not messing around, right? He says, and I'm just not going to do that, Doonsing said. Can you imagine that? A pastry, as a cream puff, just like a donut, right? Like a $12 donut. Come on, man. Who's going to buy that? Right? He said, I'm just not going to do that. Doonsing said, instead, he said he and his staff are focusing on items that take fewer eggs to make. See? He admits it's been painful watching the price of eggs increase dramatically. At one point, he even looked into getting his own chickens. Unfortunately, he said that isn't quite practical. He quotes, I'd have to have 1,200 chickens to have enough eggs on a weekly basis, Doonsing said. Right, and a lot of these people in the world, man, they don't understand that, chickens, they only lay once a day. All right, and then sometimes, depending on the weather or the seasons, they may not lay every day or at all for certain months, man. So that's not even a given, all right? Me personally, I happen to have, 3 hens myself, and hey, that's only 3 eggs a day if I'm lucky. You know what I mean? I just happen to have some backyard chickens. But guess what, man? See, these people have lived in luxury under American Babylon the Great and across this world, man. And they lived in pride, and now these people are about to be brought low, man. All right. It says, experts think that the peak has passed, but until these conditions improve, expect to pay more for eggs in the grocery store. See? And this was January 6th. And now here it is January 19th, right? And nothing has changed. It's actually getting worse. Because you got brothers reporting, all across, United States, of increased prices for a carton of eggs. Now, me personally, I haven't been to the store in a while. And, obviously, the Wadi Abba Shemal Shah, I haven't had to buy eggs because I have my own hens. But, hey, Lord willing, I get a chance, I'm going to check and see what our prices here in Indiana. But I know brothers reporting in New York, $8 and almost $10 for a dozen, So, hey, it's getting real out here, man. That's why you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, need Yahweh Bashim Yahshua, man. There's no other way around it, man. But hey, guess what? We know the elect, they're going to be fine. So, all right, we'll get a few scriptures and we'll close this out. Lord willing. This is, bear with me here. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16. And let's start at verse 17. This is, woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? And this is Esdras, seeing the vision of guess what? Of what's going to be happening now. The famines, the great deaths, right? The uproars of the people, right? Earthquakes and other major destructions, right? And the reason why he was like, woe is me, because guess what? Esdras is here today in the reincarnation, right? So he was seeing the vision of him there and was like, oh my goodness. And this is a man of the Lord. All right. So it was so bad that he's like, hey, man, destruction unto me. Like what? Like who's going to save us? Right? That's how bad it was of what the things he was seeing. All right. Verse 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine, right? And great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. What powers? These elites. Start with the elite bankers, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, Or even the powers, all right? All these, top of the nations, all these billionaires, trillionaires, multi-millionaires, right? They're going to stand in great fear, right? The beginning of evils. What? The beginning of what? Bad times, right? What shall I do when these evils shall come? All right. Hey, we know the answer to that. Call on who? Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, being the Heavenly Father, means He is. Yahweh Shai means He saves or He delivers, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, right? All right, that's who we're dependent on. That's our faith. All right, that's our power. That's who we're going to count on in that day. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. All right. It says, verse 19, behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? So all this is used as a correction tool. Yahweh Bashim Shai is using this as a correction tool, man, to utterly knock the pride off these people and totally destroy this kingdom and this whole world system, man. so that it can usher in who? What? Yahweh Shemiel Shai's kingdom. All right. That's what we're waiting on. Hey, a earth where righteous, a kingdom where righteousness dwelleth, man. All right. You know, not where everything's freaking wicked, man. You know? Verse 20. But for all these things, they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Right. Let me get the definition for scourge real quick, since, you know, bring it up just for edification. This is scourge. Cause great suffering to, right? Here's some synonyms. Sloppy. Pull this up here. It says an instrument of punishment. And let me just try it. Here we go. Some synonyms. Devastate, destroy, ruin, ravage, right? So the Lord has set this up to ravage, destroy, okay? All right. But guess what? It says these people are still not going to turn from the wickedness. Look, as prices increasing, man, you know, these people are still stuck in mirth. All right. They're still after they folly. That's why the scriptures say, what, folly is set in great dignity, man. You know, so as long as these people have the bread and circus, you know, your NBA and NFL and soccer and, you know, the bars and clubs, as long as that's still going, man, these people are just going to keep paying extra higher prices until what? Until it guess what? It goes so far that they can't even have access to it or can't totally afford anything, man. All right. But see, when all this is going down, these people are still not going to be mindful. They're still going to be in their wickedness, man. They ain't going to turn from it. Verse 21, behold, victuals shall be so good and cheap upon earth. Right, victuals going into what? Food, right? You know, the items, you know, you buy from the stores and stuff, right? And it still is, you know, you can still get some, you know, cheap food and stuff, man. You know, not everything's totally, I mean, things are increasing. Don't get it twisted. But still, you know, you can still get some decent items, you know. But that's going to soon change. It says, behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon the earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case. Right. These people still think they're in a good case. All right. That's why, like I said, you know, these people are walking around with blinders on, you know, thinking everything's cool. And, you know, like I said, they're caught up in all their folly that, man, they're not seeing that, hey, all hell's finna break loose. That's why they're going to be what? Taken like a thief in the night. It says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Right, because it's going to come to a head that what? These people are eventually going to be like, oh shit, we're screwed. You know, now they're going to be confused. Now they're going to be searching and running around trying to find out, oh, what's the truth thing? Hey, what's going on? Well, guess what? It's going to be too late, especially for 2/3 of you Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans, you of the children of Israel. All right, they haven't been paying attention. They haven't been on your watch. You know, they've been blowing off the men of the Lord. You know, casting Yahweh Shemiel Shai's words behind you, right? Misusing the prophets, you know. So guess what? It's gonna be to your own confusion. All right, because these people ain't gonna know what to do, man. Then we got the famine of the word about to go down. All right, they're about to censor the men of the Lord for quote unquote hate speech, right? And try to say the things we say are false, as they already are. You know, as brothers are getting their page cut off, man. You know, getting their accounts suspended, and you know, I've had that happen to me a few times, man. You know, so hey, you just keep pushing, man. Another page will go up, right? Verse 22. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. See, here we go. It's famine, right? And the other that escaped the hunger shall the sword destroy. Right. And what's going to happen is these people that are going to escape the famine, right? They going to what? They going to take that potato chip, that M-O-T to the B, that charagma. All right? But guess what? All right? Yeah, you might escape that way, but what? You're going to be destroyed by the sword. Thermonuclear destruction. Guns drawn. You know, all instruments, killing instruments against you, man. It's going to come upon you. You're not going to be able to escape the wrath of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Okay? Concentrated laser beams from the chariots, man. That's what's coming to you people that think you're going to have any other way of survival here, you know? Total destruction is going to come upon you, right? All right, so that's what the Lord's bringing. Straight famine, and you're seeing it, man. Articles upon articles. Famine. Brothers, you know, putting out videos after videos, you know, about food shortages, man. This is the real deal, you know? All right, and the men of the Lord, man, the hopeful elect, man, we've been here at GMS, we've been for years, man, showing all these constant losses in food production, man, especially these last couple years, man. You know? So Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah speeding this thing up. But guess what? But guess what? You men of the Lord, man, and women, all right, that are true to Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, all right, that are sincere, all right, we don't have nothing to worry about. So this is get a few scriptures and I'll close out, Lord willing. This is Job chapter 5 and verse 19. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. See? Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah has us, right? Remember, he's a strong tower upon us. We call on him, he's going to protect us. All right? That's got to be your faith. All right? You know, we got to be unmovable. You know, got to have that unmovable faith. All right? So he's going to protect us from the famine and from the death, right? And in war from the power of the sword. All right? So we're going to be all right. Lord willing, you know, hey, that's why you got to, you know, stay prayed up, man. Pray without ceasing. Psalms 37 and 19. Actually, verse 18. Psalms 37 and 18. Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah knoweth the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. See? The upright are who? The elect of the nation of Israel. All right? Because they're going to be the ones that are going to be doing right by Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. And their inheritance shall be forever, which what? Hey, everlasting life. All right? The kingdom of heaven. All right? That's what we got to look forward to. Right? Verse 19. They shall not be ashamed in the evil time. So we're not going to be ashamed in the bad times that are coming. The famines, the wars, right? The all the death and destruction that's coming upon this earth. All right? In the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. See? But in the days of famine, they shall be satisfied. All right, which brings me to my last scripture, right? Isaiah 65 and verse 11. I'll just start there. Isaiah 65 and 11. No, actually, 11. It says, "But ye are they that forsake Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, that forget my holy mountain." That prepare right in that holy mountain. What? Hey, you forgot the what? This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. These laws, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Right? You know, you're talking about you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. This is to the 2/3, man. That want to stay in America, Babylon the Great, man. That don't want to get right. It says that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Right, going into what? Serving these other gods, right? Doing these feasts with, like our people just got done doing what, Christmas, New Year's Eve, Thanksgiving, MLK Day, right? So y'all get caught up with all this idol worships and don't want to serve Yahweh Shem Shah. Verse 12, Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Right? So guess what? How did they turn away? How did they not answer when he called? Because guess what? How did they not hear? They didn't listen because what? The men of the Lord that he set up, the mouthpieces of the Yahweh Shem Shah, the prophets that were on the highways and byways, that are on doing these electronic epistles, as I'm currently doing, right? Our people, the 2/3 of our people, which is the vast majority of our people, what? They didn't want to listen. They wanted to mock and scoff and try to make fun of us. Well, guess what? That's going to be to their own destruction, right? Verse 13. Therefore, thus said Yahweh Shem Shah, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. See? So, the hopeful elect don't have anything to worry about, man. As long as we stay girded up in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? Like Isaiah 33 and 6 says, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be what? The stability of thy times, roughly paraphrasing, right? So, guess what? Hey, we stick with Yahweh Shem Shah, we can't fail. All right? Hey, Yahweh Shem Shah is not unjust that he'll forget our labor of love. So we stick 10 toes down in this, man. And pray that he doesn't take this Holy Spirit off of us, like says Psalms 51, right? And we ain't got nothing to worry about. All right, we're blessed. All right, we're blessed to have the names of Yahweh Shem Shah. All right, blessed to be a servant. All right, so hey, great calamities, famines, and death and destruction is coming. All right, so hey, and with that, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom to the sincere Akim and Aqua for listening and learning. And to you brothers preaching and teaching the truth through the four corners of the earth. With that, Abba Kwam Yasharallah, Shalom.